It's a sort of a literary dilemma, and I don't know what. Hello people, this is Sonali, the Melodramatic Bookworm. If you've been here before, welcome back, and if you're new to my channel, welcome to the Melodramatic Bookworm family. I'm here today with episode 6 of Coffee Talk. Wait, let me get my coffee mug. Coffee Talk. The last Coffee Talk that I did was in December, and I talked about the year ending, about how 2020 went, and that was intense, it felt like, for me. But today I'm going to be talking about a sort of a dilemma that I'm in at the moment. You could call it a, I don't know, it's not a moral dilemma, but it's sort of a literary dilemma that I am in at the moment, and I don't know what to think because my mind is going in two ways. And to talk about it, I need my cup of coffee, because without that my mind is going to explode and I cannot streamline my thoughts, if that's the right word for it. But in today's video, I'll also be talking about the books that I'm currently reading and the books that I am planning to start today on the day of filming, that is Sunday, the 17th of January. So we are going to start off this video by talking about the books that I'm currently reading, and there are 4 books. The one that my complete attention and my complete concentration is on is Shaggy, Bane by Douglas Stewart. I'm reading and reviewing this for Writer's Melon, and you know what? I'm about, how many pages is it? 118 pages in, and I'm not feeling it. I don't know why. I mean, I can see the sadness, the grief that is in those pages that the characters are going through, and I feel angry. Is it on their behalf, or is it the way the book is written? I don't know. I'm not able to make my mind up about what it is that I exactly feel, but I'm just not feeling this book at the moment. But I need to finish it, and maybe by the end, maybe I'll get a clearer idea about what exactly the author is trying to say in this book, and I hope that I end up liking it. Okay, so the next book that I am in the middle of is a buddy read that I'm doing with a couple of my friends. One of them is Nandini from Read Dream Repeat, and the other is Sharmishta from Reading Between the Lines, both on Instagram. Please go check their profiles out. They're amazing people and a delight to buddy read with. And the book is this tome, War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. Did I get the author right? I got the author right, because last time I said Fyodor Dostoevsky and I lost it. But I'm about 110 pages into this book. I finished the part 1 of volume 1 of this book, and I don't know what to think yet. The characters, there are so many characters, there's not much happening. There's just parties and the characters going from one home to another, making calls and all of that. But there are so many characters that I have to keep going back to the character list at the beginning of the book, and I have to think twice before I move forward. I don't have a favorite character, but I have a character who I do not like. I'm going to save that for the review whenever it comes later in the year. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, I'm really proud that I got through the first 100 pages. I'm going to be honest here, because I didn't think I was going to be able to move forward. The translation is good, which is why it's making it easier for me to trudge forward in whatever sense it is. So we'll be having a discussion for this part, like these 100 pages, and then we will move slowly forward with each part and each volume and all of that. There are 2 other books that I'm also reading. One of them is a short story collection, because Nandini and I have a year-long read-along going on our Instagram profiles. It's called Long and Short of It. # Long and Short of It. You should go check it out, because every month we will be reading themed short stories, Like, you can pick short stories based on the themes that we have, and every month has a different one, and we have giveaways every single month, so you should also go check that out. You have a chance to win any book under 500 rupees. I don't know what other incentive to talk about to get you to go and participate. I am being a bad host by not being able to participate in this yet, because I haven't read a single short story. But for January, which has the prompt, you can choose whatever you like, it's like a free for all kind of thing, I chose short stories by O. Henry, and I will be reading short stories from here. I've finished about 26 stories from this already. I think I started reading this in years ago, but yes, I still have a lot to go, so I can, come back to this anytime. I can read a couple of stories and all of that. Please go to Instagram and check the details of the read along as well as in the giveaway, because we have posts up for that. If you'd like to know more about it, I'll leave the links to the post in the description box below. Then there's another one that I started in December, but I haven't been able to move forward. It's still stuck at page 121, and that book is Midnight's Children by Salman Rushdie. He writes beautifully, there's no doubt about it. Salman Rushdie is a terrific writer, but I just can't seem to bring myself to pick this book up. I don't know why. But I will finish this maybe in the next month or so, because I will be taking February a little lighter than I usually take all my months. I even put down my TBR yesterday and I was like, only these many books? That's suspicious. But yeah, so because of that, I will be trying to finish up all the books, pending books that I have put off for a while. So yeah, those were the 4 books that I am in the middle of at the moment. That's one of the things that I usually do on my coffee talks, where I talk about the books that I'm currently reading. And I'm also going to start reading a few books today, because I have to do it. One is the subscriber pick for the month of January, which is A Promised Land by Barack Obama. I will be listening to it on Audible, and I will be vlogging my way through it all. And the book is about 30-31 minutes long, and I'm like, okay, I anyway wanted to read it. Fine. But I am really excited to read that book. The reason I put it on that poll is because I somehow deep inside, I wanted that book to win. I wanted people to choose it, and you delivered. So thank you for that. But the other book that I will be starting is An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. And I will also be reading and vlogging that whole experience. I mean, I won't be doing a formal review kind of thing for that, in that same thing like I do for the subscriber pick. But I will be reading and vlogging it. And I will tell my thoughts as I read the books. And I'm really excited because Sky Beyond the Storm has finally come home, and I can finally start reading these books. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So, what I also wanted to talk to you about today is, I want to put it out there that my thoughts on white authors writing about BIPOC people is a sort of a complicated one, I felt. That came out recently when I did the worst books of 2020 video, and I talked about American Dirt by Jeanine Cummins in that video. And someone commented, I think it was a subscriber called Friday Fundo, and they commented saying that I don't see any issue with a white author writing about a BIPOC person, about a BIPOC experience, if it is very well researched. I think the way I put it out in that video, it seemed that that was the only problem I had with that. But to be really honest, that was not my only issue. Although I have come to think that, wait, if they have done the right research, if they have written BIPOC people well, and they are not stereotyping it, then what is the problem? I'm still thinking about it. This has been on my mind for a couple of weeks now, and I've been thinking, man, and I can't to seem that middle ground, that understanding. Let me tell you more clearly about what exactly it was that I did not like about American Dirt. See, American Dirt is a book by a white author, or an author who identified as white for a long time. It's like she was taking advantages of privileges or something of that sort. She had identified as white and all that. But when American Dirt came into the press, it came into the news, and then she was like, I have Puerto Rican blood in me. I have a grandmother or some relative she was talking about. If you have to bring out your heritage just to sell your book, that's not the right way to go about it. See, I feel like this is a double-edged sword, okay? If a white person is identifying or calling themselves as a colored person, as a BIPOC person, like the whole Hilaria Baldwin thing that's going on right now, okay? She said that she is Spanish, of Spanish descent, I think. But there's another thing that was going on that said that her parents were white, but they only lived in Spain for a bit. And her name is actually Hillary. She was born in the United States of America, and she only lived there for a while, and so she changed it to Hilaria, and she made herself into this whole Spanish this one to give her the front that she is not white and all of that. I don't know what purpose it served, but you have to go and check out Clementine Ford's stories on Instagram. She did this whole deep dive into this whole situation. I think she's put it on highlights as well, so please go check those out. It will give you a clearer idea. But my point with this whole American Dirt Janine Cummins thing is that if you are going to say that I have Puerto Rican heritage, I have Puerto Rican blood in me, you would have done better to embrace it right from the very beginning rather than to use it as a marketing ruse. And that's not the only issue that I have with this book. The whole problem is that they were glamorizing this escape from Mexico into the United States of America, making United States of America as some sort of a holy shrine. Like, if you don't go to America, you're not going to get a good life and all of that. See, there's nothing wrong with saying that escaping a place which has terrible memories for you is a good thing. It is a good thing. Everybody should get that sort of thing. But see, this could have been a way in which to say that America accepting immigrants is doing a lot of good. People who are fleeing the situations in their country, maybe political situations, the personal situations, anything for that matter, they have a haven in America, and that is why people prefer to go to America. It could have been said that way. Even now you could take that particular message from somewhere deep down, but when the whole marketing of this book is done in such a way in which the launch event kind of thing, it has barbed wire centerpieces. You are laughing at the experiences of those people. Doing that, you are minimizing their experiences, their trauma, the things that they go through. And that is why I did not like American Dirt. Even that name, at the very beginning, I thought that's a weird name. But then I started listening to the audiobook and I enjoyed it to a large extent. But then I got on the discourse that was going on online and I realized, damn, this is wrong on so many levels. So you see what my issue with American Dirt and Janine Cummins, right? White authors writing about BIPOC people and experiences, and it sort of feels like they're making fun. And I realized that I did not put it in a good manner in the worst books list, but I just wanted to talk about each book to a small extent. Did not want to, I mean, those are all excuses, it feels like. But what when white authors do their research, they have people alongside them who are helping them turn the book into a better thing. And this thought came to me because I was reading Swan Lacquer's books, the Venery series recently, and I was like, Swan Lacquer is white and I don't see an issue with what she is writing. She also writes about Chilean refugees, the political situation in Chile, and how people escaped from there and all of that. And that also grated at my mind. But then again, I was like, I was and I'm still really torn about how to feel about that particular thing, because the entire book, it made me feel things. I love those books, but there's no making fun of their situation. It feels so genuine when in American Dirt the author is using rather eccentric metaphors to put her point across, which were not needed. And I don't know, because in her acknowledgements, Suan Laquer, she says that she has had people alongside her, Spanish people, Dominican people. I think there was one Dominican person, and they were there to help her through this whole thing. But Janine Cummins, on the other hand, she said in her afterword that she has done, I think, 4 to 5 years of research for the book, and then she goes on to say that the people coming from these countries, from Mexico, all these immigrant people, they are not one faceless brown mask. And I'm like, it took you 4 or 5 years of research to finally realize that? I mean, I know that she was saying it to come off as a good person, and maybe she is. I don't know her personally, so I can't say. But the phrase that she used, it was sort of a rather uppity thing to say. Like, I know that I'm saying a very good thing. I'm acknowledging their existence. I'm acknowledging every single person out there, and all of that. It seems a little pretentious for me. Personally, I see it that way. And not only that, she also keeps harping on about skin color. Like, he is this brown, he is that color, she is this color, she is that color. You don't have to say it so many times. Like, it feels like the author wanted to make that demarcation कि these are brown people and they are coming to live in the land of the white. And the whites, the land of the whites, is going to be the savior. And that savior complex, that sort of didn't sit right with me. And it looked that she was trying so hard. You can see it in the writing. I was not a fan. And when I think of that book, and when I think of this book that I read recently, these books, and I am still in that dilemma, that those crossroads where I think that, what do I even think? I mean, where do I stand on this? Am I okay with this writer doing this while I'm not okay with that writer doing it? The very same thing? What is it? And I am going to be figuring this out for a while now, and I know that. But I feel like the whole marketing around a book is also really important. Like Janine Cummins, she has said that she did a lot of research, she did all of that. It's probably true. I'm not discounting that. Maybe she did a lot of work and all of that, but the way the book was put out, the way the messages were sent throughout the book, and the way the marketing around the book was also took place with all the barbed wire centerpieces, like it's some novelty, it's some kind of a party kind of thing to do. And maybe that is the whole problem, when you market a book, you be respectful of the people that you are writing about. So maybe then I'll be okay with reading a white author's works about a BIPOC person, only if they get everything right and only if they are being respectful, like Suan Laquer was. And that is, this has been eating away at me for the past few days, and I didn't know what to do, and I wanted to talk about it so that maybe I will have a better idea about what I feel. Because sometimes that happens. I don't know why that happens, but yeah, it does. So yeah, that was what was on my mind, and that was what I had in mind for this coffee talk. I'm not done yet with my coffee. It's going to be a while. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. Let me know what you think of this video. If you like it, if you don't like it, what your thoughts are about, weighing this whole thing against each other, maybe like white authors writing about BIPOC experiences and people and being respectful about it, but also white authors who have got things right. If you have any such white authors that you know who have written BIPOC experiences and people really well, then let me know in the comments below. I'd love to go check them out. I'd love to shower some love on them as well. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say in today's coffee talk. If you like this video, please like it and share it to spread the word. And if you like my content and would like to see more from me, don't forget to hit subscribe and click on the bell icon beside the subscribe button to get notified as and when I post new videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, Until next time, keep reading, keep watching, and add melodrama to your life.